Hello, OPV 222 lecturers. I am Corey Uber. Let's have a look at what strength-based intervention I chose. Theme 2. The implementation of principles of inclusive education will be the focus of today's presentation. Inclusive education can be defined as a model designed for learners with special needs, or rather, learners who are differently abled, to be accommodated within the learning environment alongside the able bodied learners. Intrinsic and extrinsic factors play a role in the barriers to learning. Example, sensory impairments such as needing glasses to read, trauma experience. Extrinsic factors are outside of the individual, for instance, a safe environment or the language of learning and teaching. Hybrid pedagogy rethinks the place of conception, a combination and forth bringing of various types of learning styles and abilities of all the individual learners. Key principles, to name only a few, is the right to individual needs met, diversity inclusion, accommodations made within the school and classroom environment for all individual learners, collaborative work, teacher adjustment based on learners' needs, and so forth. Two main aspects of inclusive pedagogy is the UDI and the ZPD. Inclusive education places an emphasis on multisensory learning, such as hearing, seeing, feeling, tasting, and smelling, thus incorporating all of the individual learner's senses throughout lesson planning. Learning support is accommodations and modifications do not give students an extra advantage over his or her peers who are able bodied. The focus lies on what the teacher can and should do to help learners beyond the formal delivery of learning content and development of skills. There are two models, namely the medical deficit model and the social ecological model. The latter focuses on inclusive education. Diverse classrooms incorporate different learning styles, multiple intelligence, Gardner's multiple intelligence, as well as multisensory teaching. Thank you for listening. I leave you with a quote. We make accommodations for one another in everyday life. If a person sprains an ankle, crutches are provided to help the person walk. If a room is dark, we can use a flashlight to shed light. As well as in a classroom, we give students learning accommodations.